Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, beautiful people, welcome back to the NCP season number 5. My name is Grandmaster D-Ray, and I'm your coach of the San Diego Snugglers. Yes, the San Diego Snugglers. Last season, we were coach of the LA Guerrilla Tactics, and unfortunately, we didn't perform. Therefore, the LA Guerrilla Tactics have hit the bench. You don't perform, you get benched. In comes the ace. The San Diego Snugglers are hoping to pick it up, take off with it, take us to the championship. And if you're excited for it, do me a massive favor and shadow claw that thumbs up button. And if you're new, por favor, hit the subscribe button. Turn on post notifications, hit the bell button so you get notified every single time we post a new video. If you came from the draft stream, I'm really excited. Thank you guys so much for those who participated. I was your host of the draft stream for this season, just like last season. My co-host, my beautiful co-host, the champion of season number 4, OG Albina, did a phenomenal job. Again, hope you guys did enjoy. If you did miss it, it will be linked onto my channel. It'll be on my channel, so if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button so that way you can go back and you can watch that. You can watch that before you watch this if you want, but make sure you watch both. Leave a like on both videos. Today, we're going to go over the team that we drafted, what our thought process was during the draft, and everything in between. If you're ready to go, pull up a chair, get your popcorn ready, and hit the lights!
Are you afraid of the dark? Are you scared?
Alright team, we are back. So, let's talk about the draft itself, right? We were pick number 8. Now that's good and bad. It's bad because we don't get a top 5 pick. We don't really get to build synergy. We're literally right in the middle of the draft. Right in the middle. So it's tough to build, it's tough to pick in pairs. Kind of gotta pick what's still there when it comes to us. But at the same time, the good part about it is that we do get a top 10 pick at the start of the draft, which is exactly what we did. And if you guys are following our PMU run, we have a dragon ground type. We wanted to pick up the other one. So for the very first pick of the NCP season number 5 draft, your San Diego Snugglers decided to pick up Garchomp. This Pokemon is so good. Gen 8, so much better. They buffed it by giving it the move Scale Shot. It's a multi-hit move that boosts your speed, drops your defense, make you more of a glass cannon, but it gives you that reward of the +1 speed, allowing you to sweep teams that aren't prepared for it. Getting access to Swords Dance, this thing could be a super potent and threatening sweeper and breaker, wall breaker. Very good Pokemon. A lot of versatility with this mon. Got access to the ability Rough Skin, basically a free Rocky Helmet. Can be run defensive, gets access to Stealth Rock, Tank Chomp, viable set. Gets access to really good special offensive move pool. Gets obviously Draco Meteor, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, very nice. This thing could be run so many different ways, and with the base 102 speed stat, it's basing those it's outspeeding those annoying base 100s. Speak words, D-Ray. Okay. Garchomp, phenomenal Pokemon to build around. We're super excited to have it on the team. We're going to be very blunt. The next Pokemon, we wanted to be able to get a Pokemon that could offensively check the super effective coverage that comes towards Garchomp, right? 4 times weakness to Ice, weak to Fairy, weak to Dragon. We want to get a Pokemon that covers all that. The next Pokemon is our Steel type Heatran. It's another Pokemon that's going to take the pressure off of Garchomp to be our Stealth Rocker. Phenomenal base 130 special attack, get access to Eruption, Steel Beam, Flash Cannon, Earth Power, Solar Beam, Power Herb. Phenomenal Pokemon. Switches in on Ice types, switches in on Fairy types, switches in on Dragon types. This is going to be a really good defensive check to everything that wants to come against Garchomp, as well as be an offensive threat in its own right. Really good utility as well. Heatran, pretty self-explanatory. It was a big priority to me to get a Steel type that gets access to Stealth Rock. Phenomenal. We got that. So now we have 2 Stealth Rockers right off the bat. Done. Now, the next Pokemon that we picked, we were going to pick our Fairy, but the Pokemon that we targeted could wait. We wanted to get a Pokemon that's going to be able to help these 2 picks defensively. Heatran, 4 times super effective, 4 times weak to ground. Garchomp, 4 times weak to ice. The next Pokemon, Rotom Wash, is going to be able to check the both of them. It's going to be able to come in on ground types, come in on ice types. Phenomenal Pokemon to come in with Volt Switch Pivot. Gets access to Volt Switch, gets access to Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, Thunder Wave. Awesome status Pokemon, gets access to Defog to get rid of hazards, and Nasty Plot to be an offensive setup sweeper in its own right. Rotom only getting Hydro Pump kind of sucks, but hey, it's still pretty solid. This Pokemon, if I can get rid of... So basically the reason why I say that is because it's a water electric type. What comes in on electric types? Ground types. I can bop it with a Hydro Pump. Super solid. It's able to check its own counters, which is really, really nice for Rotom. In my opinion, it is the best Rotom form, aside from Rotom Monch. So, at this point, we're like, okay, now we want to get another way to be able to check the Pokemon or kill the Pokemon that are going to check Garchomp. What Pokemon do that? Fairy types, ground types. Heatran can definitely do that, but I don't want all the pressure to be only on Heatran. So with the next pick, we picked up a little bit of speed control to be able to take the pressure off of Heatran. Scolipede. Scolipede, base 112 special speed, I believe. Phenomenal. Phenomenal because it's already outspeeding those base 110s and it gets access to speed boost. Speed boost at the end of every turn boosts speed by 1. Broken ability. It allows me to run Adamant for free. Gets access to Swords Dance, which is really, really nice, and Stab Mega Horn. Stab Poison Jab is going to cover the grass types and the fairy types, like I said before. Also has access to Earthquake and both Spikes and Toxic Spikes. And now we have 2 Rockers, Spikes, Toxic Spikes, and Defog. We're winning the hazard game right now, boys and girls. Super excited for this. And look at him. He's a horse. This is a horse. Have you ever seen a horse before? This is what horses look like. So, with the next pick, I think now is the time to take our fairy that we targeted in round 2 because the fairy types are slowly starting to go. With the next pick, we picked up Slurpuff. Slurpuff is going to give us webs, which is super clutch to be able to get more speed control outside of Scolipede. Gets access to Aromatherapy as a cleric for the rest of the team. Getting access to Belly Drum, so it could be a potent sweeper in its own right, which is really, really nice. Slurpuff can be a really good Calm Mind Draining Kiss sweeper as well if my opponent can't break it. Calm Mind, Cotton Guard, Draining Kiss. Phenomenal set. And so this thing can be a mouthful, if you will, to deal with. So I still haven't decided on all the nicknames. I think this was probably going to be Arya. You guys will notice that all my teams have Roman and Arya for my kids. So this will probably be Arya, my little cream puff. So Slurpuff is going to be super, super clutch. Super, super clutch. Person's calling me again. I don't know what number that is. Telemarketer. But yeah, Slurpuff, super, super phenomenal Pokemon. Really, really happy to have it on the team. The next Pokemon that we picked up is a Pokemon I'm so excited for. For those who see me on a daily basis, you guys see Grandmaster D-Ray and my typical self. There's a group of people that we call ourselves the Goondocks, and this is our mascot. We have Obstagoon, and I act like an absolute fool, and I'm super excited to have this on the team. This thing hits like an absolute truck, given the ability Guts paired off with Facade, which is stab boosted, so it's able to be a status absorber to be able to double its attack and double its base power of the Facade. Gets access to stab knockoff, gets really good prior and really good pivot momentum and parting shot, which is super duper nice. Gets access to close combat, which is coverage for steel types that isn't knockoff. Super effective steel coverage, which is really nice, and it gets really good elemental coverage, which is awesome. Super excited for it. Obstagoon, I would not be surprised, ends up being our kill leader, to be honest. I'm so excited to have this Pokemon. It's going to be absolutely clutch. So watch out for Obstagoon being on top of that kill leader board, if I do say so myself. The next Pokemon that we picked up is going to be another ground check because I don't want to have all that pressure on Rotom. So we picked up a really bulky grass type, and one with a really good attribute that separates it from the rest of the grass types. Gourgeist is a phenomenal Pokemon, and they gave it access to Will-O-Wisp, which means it's able to burn and further hinder offensive threats. So it's able to chew an Earthquake, Will-O-Wisp with the offensive threat, burn it, cut its attack by 50%. Super clutch. Gets access to one of the best abilities in draft, in my opinion, in Frisk. Frisk allows us to find out whatever move my opponent's Pokemon is holding. And that's super clutch to be able to run Poltergeist, because I can make sure that that Pokemon is holding an item. Very nice. With access to Synthesis for reliable recovery, or for the most part outside weather, but you know, to one's their own. We also have access to all of the Gourgeist forms. There's the mini size, there's the jumbo size. It basically depends on whatever one you use is going to be the HP stat and the speed stat. So we can run fast pumpkin, we can run slow pumpkin, bulky pumpkin. They all get base 122 defense, I believe. It's just the HP stat, like I said. So Gourgeist is here to be a defensive wall to help us out and take the pressure off of Rotom to be able to check those ground types for Heatran, which is really nice. So shout out to Gourgeist. The next Pokemon that we picked up is going to be a little bit of a controversial pick. I picked it up and I really want a Hawlucha. I'm not gonna lie, I really want a Hawlucha. After the draft, I actually dropped this Pokemon and picked the Hawlucha. After talking to a buddy, he's like, bro, you should have kept Conk. That's the Pokemon we picked, Conkeldurr. We had Conkeldurr, we dropped it for Hawlucha. I instantly regretted it. To one's dismay, right? We used transactions to get it back. It is what it is. I'm super happy to get Conkeldurr. This thing hits like a fucking truck, dude. We have 2 Guts Pokemon. Our offensive threats are not scared about being burnt because of the Guts ability, which is super duper clutch. I'm very excited to have the Conkeldurr. Also giving access to Iron Fist, which is really nice to boost his elemental punches, as well as Drain Punch and Mach Punch. You kidding me? This thing's got base 140 attack. It just clicks buttons. Yeah, it's slow. It could be taken advantage of, which is why I wanted to get the speed in Hawlucha, but I want to give Conkeldurr a try. I feel like it's going to be super good. And then it gets access to Defog, which is super funny. I don't know how it does it. Probably just spins the little like golems he's got, little fucking stone poles, whatever. He spins them around and gets rid of hazards. I don't know, but it's another defogger. So if I want to run defog, I run defog on Conkeldurr. It's an option, right? It's an option. So status absorbing defogger in Conkeldurr. It just hits like a fucking freight train. So super excited to have Conkeldurr on the team. Very self-explanatory, mom. Just bop, click buttons. The next Pokemon that we decided to pick up is another option to be able to switch into ground types, because ice types take care of those motherfuckers. Next Pokemon that we have is Cryogonal. Access to the ability Levitate. It's able to be immune to ground type switch in and bop it with a freeze dry or an ice beam, which is super duper awesome, as well as having access to rapid spin. With heavy duty boots, it's a crazy buff for Cryogonal. It has access to recover. Reliable recovery and a really good special defense stat is super clutch for the Cryogonal, being able to get rid of hazards, stick around, and be really annoying. Gets access to the knockoff to be able to punish switches too, which is super clutch. So that's going to be Cryogonal. That's our Snowflake. Next Pokemon that we picked up is going to be one that within the transaction of Conkeldurr and Hawlucha had to be a consolation. We had Sigilyph on the team, and I had to make room for my transactions of the way that I did it because I had another Pokemon that I didn't really need on the team. So I ended up getting rid of Sigilyph and picking up this Pokemon, and then we, traded everything back again. At the end of the day, we ended up with Xatu. I'm really happy to have Xatu. Why? A couple different reasons. Number one, teleport. Slow teleport is super clutch to be able to get in your offensive threats. Obstagoon, Conkeldurr, and Garchomp, right? Also, dual screens, very nice. Also, Roost, very nice. Also, Magic Bounce. This Pokemon is able to redirect hazards, which is super duper nice. If my opponent decides to go for Stealth Rock, it bounces them right back. Or any kind of status move, which is super nice. My throat's super dry, sorry guys. But this is a good defensive Pokemon. If my opponent doesn't have a good Dark type, I can run the Calm Mind Stored Power Cosmic Power set. If my opponent's not ready for it, they will die. All their Pokemon will die. That is Xatu. Not much to say about that. Good defensive Pokemon. Solid. And good speed stat. Base 95 speed. Not bad. Next Pokemon that we got, I like a lot. It's a very controversial with the coaches. A lot of them are my friends. Obviously, they're going to be poking fun at me a little bit, but I do love this Pokemon. I feel like it's going to be doing a lot of work. Last Pokemon on the team we have is Togetic. Togetic now has some benefits and it has some downfalls, right? It's another switch into ground types. It's a switch into fighting types. It does want to run Eviolite every single week, which because of the flying typing is going to make it weak to Stealth Rock. I get that. That's fine. It's still a bulky Pokemon. I can get rid of hazards with Defog. I can roost off or soft boil the damage, which is really, really nice. Getting access to Heal Bell is awesome. Thunder Wave plus Serene Grace Air Slashes. I can still do that, just like its big sister Toga Kiss. Super duper clutch. And also with the Serene Grace, I can get some cheeky burns, maybe like on a flamethrower, because it's boosted, I think, 50% to 40%. It's boosted by 50%, so move from 20% to 40% is what I'm trying to say. So Togetic is going to be a really good defensive option if I can get hazards off the field. A lot of options to get rid of him here. We have Defog on Rotom. We have Rapid Spin on Cryogonal. Defog on Kelder. And we have Magic Bounce and Defog on Xatu. So there's some options to do that, right? So Togetic can even get him off too. So Fear the Egg. Fear the Egg. Togetic is going to put in the finest of work. I'll try to bring it for multiple games this season, and it's just going to put in the finest. And then all the coaches can just shove it. I'm really excited for Togetic. I hope you guys are too. That's going to be the team, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What is your favorite Pokemon? What Pokemon do you think is going to stand out? What, in your opinion, is the best mon on this team? Which Pokemon is going to be our kill leader? Which Pokemon are you most excited to see? Let's make it a discussion down in the comment section below. Please let me know. Let me know. I feel like your feedback means a lot to me. I want to hear what you guys say. So our first matchup we have is probably the toughest matchup we have all season. It's against Mid Pokemaster, and he has a Zygarde. Our Zygarde check does not deal with the specific set, so we'll see if we can handle it. If we gotta get the hard matchup away, I'd rather do it early. Cause Mid's good, dude. Mid's super good, and then I get like boned by Zygarde. So we'll do our best. We'll try to build as best we possibly can to hopefully not put ourselves in that position to lose to that specific set. But hey, maybe we could pull out a dub. Start out the season out strong. We're gonna bounce back heavy, guys. The goal is to make playoffs this season, but still we're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be a fun live vibe around here, and if you're here for it, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up button on this video. And with that being said, I'm gonna get the heck up out of here. Have a great rest of your day. And above all else, be nice. Peace.